what is that smell? Is it the weekend? No, it's only Thursday, but that counts as a weekend for us.
Quarter to the weekend.
Yeah, Bo. Whoop, whoop. I mean, quarter to the weekend for us is as good as a weekend because this is the last day in the week that we host Smell the Coffee. But you're watching your favorite morning talk show with your favorite hosts, Diana Master and the gorgeous Aina Riza Rizal, the sexiest of the sexy. How you doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
No, I'm good.
I cannot complain. All is well. Everything is in sync. Let me tell you my battles with being tired. Last night, I couldn't wake up to pray. Like, the moment I went in bed, I immediately started dozing off. And then, there are certain hours where my alarm rings for me to pray and do my affirmation. I woke up, I said like 2 words, and then I slept again. Then I said, no, man, this is the time for me to pray. Don't let the devil play with you. Okay, then I wake up, I'm on fire. I said 3 words, and then I dozed off again.
Shame.
And then I said, no, man, okay, now I'm serious. And this is, it was happening concurrently after 30 minutes.
Oh, then you're really tired.
And then I'm like, man, okay, let me do affirmations.
Do you
blessed.
do them in bed or do you like
No, I always do my things in bed, bruh.
It's giving studying in bed. It's giving studying in bed. Where you're like, so the Renaissance War was...
No. And then I'm like, I am blessed. I am what? Then I dozed off like I said, this is
it's
it.
fine. I tried.
Then I went to go wake up at 5. And then 5 hours, like, okay, let me quickly do a short prayer. Surely now I am fully awake.
Yes, because that's the normal time you wake up.
Nope.
Yo.
Then I went to only go wake up at 5:40.
Jeez.
And that's like the time now I need to get up and go to work.
Yo.
I think I was extremely tired.
You're extremely tired.
I don't know, maybe we don't know that our bodies are tired. We just sort of, we know we are tired, but we don't really internalize it and take it seriously to get some rest.
Until your body, my body does this thing where if I'm tired and I am not resting, it will crash. And by crash, I mean I'll come up with some illness that will force me to lie down and rest. I actually found out an interesting fact about the human body. Have you ever had this thing where you fall asleep and then you do like a, like you script? Yeah. So apparently this happens when you fall asleep too fast because your body is sending signals, or is it your brain? One of the two is sending signals, excuse me, because they think like it's to check if you're still alive, basically. Yeah. So those involuntary jerks, you feel like you're falling and you like, it's because your body is trying to send a signal to see if you're still alive. And I found that very interesting.
That's very wild.
Yeah.
No, guys, we need to rest.
Rest to acquire.
For instance, this weekend, I am not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to wake up, eat, sleep, repeat.
Yeah.
That's
Weekends
all.
like that are needed. Weekends like that are needed, especially in our line of work, because we interact with people on a daily basis. And people don't actually realize how draining it is to interact with other people.
Yeah.
We're not saying we don't love it, we love it, but also it takes a lot out of us. Because you have to be this person, this bubbly, lively,
like
cheerful person.
And isn't it so weird that people meet you in the street with this energy that you apparently give on TV, and they're like,
And it's like, hi.
I'm like, oh, hi.
Hi.
Why are you like, no, hi?
No, just,
Do you think I'm just...
Like every day I'm at 100.
I'm at 100 or something. Actually, in real life, I'm not even that
You're very
bubbly.
quiet.
I'm very
so
quiet and so boring.
Very
and
in your zone.
And now people meet me, oh, Riza! I'm like, oh.
Okay, at least with me, I reciprocate the energy. Like,
nah, fam. So
I'm like, hey, Dana, hey, you haven't smelled the coffee? Yes, I am. Oh my goodness. It's like, yeah.
So
yeah. Anyway, we'll be right back with our top stories right after this quick ad break.
Entries are now open for the second round of Republicane's Bridal Couple of the Year competition. Another one of the top 10 couples will be chosen from this pool to Another one of the top 10 couples will be chosen from this pool to participate in the final taking place in May 2025. Enter your chance of reaching the final. Enter now. To enter, simply WhatsApp #bridal2025 to 085 785 6231 and follow the on-screen instructions or scan this QR code.
Starting off our top stories, there's a restaurant I would not be allowed to eat in because of the way that I'm dressed.
Oh,
Yeah,
you can't go with sneakers.
I can't go with leggings.
Oh.
Yes, restaurants' strict dress code, including no leggings, draws comparisons to The Handmaid's Tale. People are putting a North Carolina eatery in check after they posted a strict dress code. Kim's Cafe, a soul food restaurant in Greensboro, posted its rules regarding what people are not allowed to wear when visiting, saying that it has been in place all summer. Their dress code, according to their Facebook post, includes no shorts, no crop tops, no leggings, no T-straps, no white T-shirts, no short skirts, no skimpy clothing of any kind, no cleavage showing. All we ask is that people respect our dress code as they do everyone else's business, the post said. People are not leaving anything for the imagination much nowadays, so our dress code is strict. The photo attached to the post also shows that part of the dress code is written on the door windows, and it's also written in all caps on the homepage of the restaurant's website. The strict dress code quickly garnered a lot of attention with 12,000 reactions, 9,900 comments, and 4,000 shares. Many commenters shared gifs of the Hulu show The Handmaid's Tale, comparing the rules to Margaret Atwood's dystopian novel. I'd literally have to buy clothes to go to your business, one person joked. I done got kicked out of here before I even got there, another said. This is geared towards women mostly. Someone's mate must have a wandering eye and or hand. Okay, bye, one comment read. Should I just show up naked instead? Someone quipped. It's summer and you don't allow shorts or white T-shirts? Ha, good luck, another pointed out.
That is so ridiculous. Are you in the business of selling food or in the business of policing people's outfits?
Seriously.
Like, get a life. What do you care what I'm dressed in?
No, this is why I agree with that comment that someone's mate probably has a wandering eye or wandering hand.
Like,
remember we did that story of that gym where women were not allowed to wear sports bras and crop tops?
It's good. You will just take you out of business. Then
Yes.
we'll go eat elsewhere where
Then we go
people
eat
don't
elsewhere.
care about what we are dressed.
Yeah, go to an Amish community, open up your restaurant in an Amish community because the Amish are very conservative. But in this day and age, seriously, yes, I do agree.
But in summer, people can't wear tank tops and
Yeah,
leggings.
yeah, no,
It's
you
hot.
can't.
What
You
do
can't
you
wear
mean?
shorts.
And you are serving hot food also.
You
What
can't
do you
wear
mean?
short skirts.
Oh,
And you know with
colleagues.
this heat, guys, with global warming is the way it's so hot.
Also, let's just allow people to express themselves however they want to. It shouldn't be.
There should be a limit to some extent.
But it shouldn't be your concern.
Yeah,
Your
like-
concern in what people are dressed. It's like, how does that concern you? Why do you care about this stranger?
You are just here to
don't know
serve
this
people
person.
food.
Yes, you don't know this person. You don't know where they are going. You don't know where they are coming from. They just want to eat. You are selling the food. Just interact with them on that basis.
It's giving those aunties that look you up and down like,
Okay.
it's as good as though you're naked, huh?
At least I appreciate those aunties who just look and not say anything.
And not say anything. It's like,
Yeah, keep your comments to yourself. If you don't have anything nice to say,
shut
keep
up.
it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself.
But I also understand that it's this person's business, it's this person's restaurant, And with everything, there are rules. And if you do not agree with the rules of the restaurant, simply don't go there.
But let us know, what are your thoughts on this restaurant that says no shorts, no crop tops, no tank tops, all of these things that you cannot wear, like especially now that it's
But
hot.
a legging and a tank top, I think it's pretty decent.
It
You're
is.
covered, like
You're
fully covered.
No, I
Only
guess
your-
for them, it's sort of like, 'cause
You just want me to
leggings
wear-
accentuate your behind. So I guess for them it's like, nah.
You just want me to wear like I'm going to church. I'm coming to eat, bruh.
Bro, even at church we don't like
Yeah.
wear covered head to no. We wear modestly and conservatively,
Yeah.
but we don't wear like we're in a handmaid's tale.
Oh, but nonetheless, moving over to our next story. Taylor Swift endorses Kamala Harris. I'm just going to say her name, however.
I was shocked to find out it's Kamala.
Kamala Harris for president, moments after the end of Tuesday's night's presidential debate against Donald Trump. The pop star made her announcement in an Instagram post signed as Childless Cat Lady, a reference to a comment by Trump's running mate J.D. Vance. Her post, breaking her silence on the 2024 vote, explained, "I am voting for Mrs. Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion them." Within 24 hours of her announcement, nearly 340,000 people had visited the voter registration website vote.gov using a custom link created and shared by Swift, who also backed Democrat President Joe Biden in 2020, called Mrs. Harris a steady-handed and gifted leader. She added, "I believe we can accomplish so much more in this country if we are led by calm, not chaos." Swift text was accompanied by a photo of her with a cat hair. A childless cat lady comment was a nod to a remark made in 2011 by Vance, who is Trump's candidate for vice president. Now, Vance is a senator, and he had faced backlash for a clip in which he called several prominent Democrats, including Mrs. Harris, a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives. He recently said his comments were sarcastic. Swift went on to compliment Mrs. Harris's choice of presidential candidate Tim Walz, who she said has been standing up for the LGBTQ rights, women's rights, and IVF, and so forth
And so on.
Yeah, so I think the reason why we wanted to cover this story is just to talk about the influence that, celebrities have. Just imagine she just posted that she's voting for
Trump.
No, she's voting for...
No, oh yeah.
Yeah.
She says she's voting for Kamala. but-
Yeah. So now imagine how many of her millions of fans across the U.S. are going to vote for her just because she is voting. People are really loyal to these celebrities.
Yeah.
If Rihanna eats donuts, I am eating donuts.
Yeah, you're eating. If Rihanna says we're not eating Krispy Kreme donuts, we are not eating Krispy Kreme donuts.
And that's on
But
period.
anyway, I will not dive into American politics. I will get cancelled. My future will be at stake.
At stake.
Good for y'all. Yes, that does bring us to the end of our top stories. We'll be right back as Glenora sits down with Brian Stupek, an American author and teacher who is actually walking the continent of Africa to raise mental health awareness. Stick around.
I am in conversation with Brian Stupek, who is currently on a trek on foot from Cape Town to Tunisia. I got it right.
Yes.
How are you doing? How is Namibia feeling? I know you're pretty exhausted because you just arrived yesterday, but how is it so far in Namibia?
It's really good. It's warm, and I'm not talking about the weather. I'm talking about the people. You know, everyone's been super loving and caring as I've been coming across this journey. It's been great. You know, the amount of support I've received has really picked me up on the days where I haven't felt as much like walking 50 kilometers. It's been nice to stop and see people on the side of the road and have them take photos and drop off Powerade and Biltong and water and chocolate. But I feel pretty good. The feet have blisters.
Yeah.
The mind is tired, but the body feels fine. And I'm going to rest here for about a week and a half, and then I'll be on my way again.
I like that you're also taking the time to rest, which is very important. Now take me back to you before this trek. What brought you to decide to do something so brave, so grand, and it's really a long journey?
Yeah, so a couple things. I wanted to do like a long journey that encapsulated like physical fitness, cultural aspects of the world, like mental health, and I wanted it to take some time. So I'm bipolar myself, so I wanted to talk about mental health. I'm a former athlete, so I wanted to do something that was like fitness related. And I'm a sociology major, so I traveled the world to learn languages, so I want to do something kind of language and culture based. So I was like, okay, so what could I do that kind of checks all those boxes? And I was like, well, I want to walk the continent of Africa. That's funny. I told my parents, and they're like, ha ha ha. But they shouldn't have been surprised because I do a lot of stuff like this. Not like this, but like very kind of out of the box. And it's been a 3-year journey to try to like save up for it and plan for it and get sponsors. I still don't have sponsors, so in theory.
Yeah.
And then find partners, which took a while, and I wanted it to take time because I travel a lot, and I get through this cycle of like, and part of it's with the bipolar aspect, where it kind of exaggerates it. Because I travel, I have a great amount of time, a great amount of fun during my time traveling, and then I run out of money.
Yeah. And
then I come back in at home and I substitute teach. I get very down. Because I don't know if you've ever substitute taught before, but it's not a lot of fun. You know,
I've had to do work that, you have to do it because you need to get by. But
yeah, of course.
Not,
I mean, it's the same concept. It's like, and I'm very goal and dream oriented. Like, you may say I'm a dream. You know, it's very.
I like that though.
Yeah. So, but dreams don't often pay the bills. So, I just keep, and it crushes me every day when I have to do something I don't love. So, and it was 3 straight years of like saving up to go in the summer of 2021, 2022, 2023, like not making it happen, and then finally 2024, I'm just gonna do it. So it was like I would work my butt off for 12 to 16 hours a day, save up, end up not doing it, traveling somewhere else, having a great time, coming back, trying again.
Yeah.
So this most recent time I taught, and I worked at Taco Bell, which is like
I know of Taco Bell, but yeah,
it's like Mexican McDonald's.
Yes, exactly.
You know, it's no one's dream.
It's like I hear you. It's
so, but it was fine.
Fast food restaurant.
Fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
You know, and it was, it was just like I wasn't super enamored with my life in the United States, and so I wanted to change it. So like maybe doing something big to kind of shake things up. And as I've published a couple books that haven't sold super well, but I kind of like to make it as a writer. So I needed like a mission of like something to write about, maybe grow an audience. That'd be cool. Or people could say, oh, I like the way that guy tells stories. I wonder what other stories he's told.
I know somebody who's a mentor to me who they told me whatever project you endeavor on, find out what in you need to sort of wrestle.
Yes.
So by the time you're done with the project, you have sort of healed a part of you or grown a part of you in such a way that you're a different person.
Okay.
That you're done with the project. So I hope this is that for you. And it looks like it is because you're searching for something or or not necessarily searching, but what's the right word? You are tapping at something within you.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the storytelling component of it.
Yeah,
So like
exactly.
I'm enjoying meeting the people, talking about the mental health. That's all great, and that's the purpose. I don't want to get too far off track of that, but like the storytelling component of like, I start today. How do I tell a compelling story over the course of today, and then tomorrow will solve tomorrow.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And that also brings a health component, which is, this is you saying, I need to slow down, be present, deal with today, and tomorrow, deal with tomorrow when tomorrow comes. And most of the issue, I'm not saying it's everything around the mental health component. We have people who live in the future. That's the anxiety.
Yes.
You know, you're worried about what's going to happen,
Yeah.
and so you have a lot of anxiety. And then you have the past, you know, the
Carry
dread.
it with you.
Yes, and then you're more depressed,
Yeah.
depressive states because of that.
And that's a huge challenge for me too, letting go of the past and not worrying about the future. You know?
Exactly.
It's hard. You know, it's hard to just be strictly in the present.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, you know, this walk has kind of helped with that, because I'll be really frustrated by something that happened in the past, and I'll be thinking about it during my walk. But then I just get really tired. And like,
Because
okay.
your mind is like,
Yeah, but also my body's been walking 8 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I'm like, oh, I'm tired and I'm hungry and I'm focused on right now. You know, how do I get food?
yes.
And so that becomes
That's more important than
Yeah.
the thing that happened in the past
Yeah.
is not currently happening right now.
you know, you think about like, I really didn't like how I handled that fight 3 years ago. And that's how you're thinking at 9 in the morning, but by about 2 p.m. you're like, man, I wish I could have some water.
Or some food.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
You see, so it brings you to the present, and which is very important. I'm not saying it's the all and be cure for mental health, because I really don't want to say this is what you should do, this is what you should do, because I feel like there's a lot of taboo around it, and we've not talked about it a lot. Even I feel embarrassed to say that I actually can't comment on certain things because I'm not so sure, or I
Yeah.
don't know the full extent of it.
Well, I don't know. I don't think you need to be an expert to have an opinion or to talk about it, right? So like, and I know this specifically because people share very wrong opinions with me all the time. Not to say anyone's wrong. You know, so I'm bipolar,
Yeah.
and I was talking to someone last night, and they said, well, I think everyone's bipolar. I'm like, well, no, that's not a thing, you know. So, but she's allowed to have her opinion, and
Exactly.
but my point is, like, we can learn and grow.
By engaging in discussions.
Yeah.
Now that we are on that topic,
Yeah, go for it.
what exactly is a bipolar disorder? I don't think a lot of people understand.
Okay, so I didn't really understand when I got diagnosed either. I thought it was just like split personality. That's what I thought. Where it's like,
I also thought so. Like,
Yeah,
you
like-
go from one extreme end to the
well, I thought it was
other
like,
extreme.
you know, you watch the movie Split or whatever. Yeah, and I thought like, well, now
I'm a fan of the movie.
now I'm a 12-year-old boy. Now I'm an 80-year-old grandma. You know, that's what I thought when I got diagnosed. And so I was like, but I'm Brian. You know, but no, it's not like that at all. It's like you just have extreme bouts of energy. Mania or hypomania that lasts anywhere from a few days to a month or so.
Well, what a week this has been. We do hope you enjoyed our stories throughout
What
the
can
week.
we work for before we
For
go?
money.
We can work for money.
We can work for money. We're materialistic.
And
We love
work-
materials.